Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from inside the Super Crusher, heading over to a imaging company to get a chest x-ray. This cough that I have has been a little disconcerting with the fact that it's going on a little too long. I'm having to take codeine cough syrup. Now, don't get me wrong, I got my second bottle. The first bottle I got because I was really coughing a lot. The second bottle, I really haven't had to use it much. I did it just a little while ago, this morning. It's like the first time of that second bottle because I just want to be annoyed with coughing. And it nips it in the bud. But I was talking to a friend of mine, and he made me aware of something I completely forgot, and that is I've been coughing for a year. When I first went out to Laughlin and I'd lost my voice, and you guys were saying, some of you, that it's the dry air and it's a difference in altitude, and while some of that probably is true, I hope it is, there's other disconcerting things that I've been thinking about that when you Google it, coughing, a continuous cough is a sign, could be a sign, and is a sign of, cancer. So only because the fact that this has been going on for a while, and when I was made aware of, like, you know what, you're right. I've been coughing and hacking for a year now. I mean, not continually, but so I called the primary, and I guess they got tired of me calling, saying I got something, and I went in there, and I did have COVID once, and then I went in there, and they checked me, and they said, you don't have COVID or the flu. And I don't know why it didn't dawn on me then. I'm like, well, then what the heck? Why am I coughing then? If I don't, it didn't even alarm me. I just like, well, why then? And so I wanted some more of that cough syrup because nothing else works. And so I got it, and I had a little mix up with the pharmacy, and one pharmacy said they couldn't get it. They were out of stock. It was on back order, and they didn't know if they would ever get it again. And so I called the doctor. I said, well, you know this story. I got to get some new material. So I got it at CVS. I mean, they said, come and get it. We got it right away here. And I just put it up because, it's like gold, baby. It saves me from hacking. So here's my new thing. When I swallow, you ever had this? Like when you got tonsillitis or something, and you swallow, and your glands right here hurt. Like the muscle, the glands, the tonsils, whatever they're called right here. The contraction I have to use to swallow with my apple cord going up and down causes pain. And I feel fine. I really don't have like a lot of phlegm. Now, when I get to coughing a lot or in the morning, yeah, I can get a little something coming out of me, but it's not like, oh, Aaron, you're just full of congestion, and you definitely got some virus or flu or upper respiratory, whatever they call it. I don't know. So anyway, I phoned the doctor again, and I said, you know what? Someone said, this could be a sign of, cancer or something. So the nurse went and told my doctor, and my doctor just had her call back because the nurse said, I'm going to let the doctor field this one. Because I said, I need your expertise. What is it? And she goes, let me run this past the doctor, and she'll call you back. Well, she didn't call back. She had the nurse call back and say she has ordered a chest x-ray at an imaging company that I'm on my way to go now. I could have went yesterday, but I was at the show, and they called me there. I love this insurance I have. This disadvantage plan, I've never had better service, better doctors that are Johnny. They call me after they see me the next day and ask how I'm doing. I mean, everything that makes you feel good that you would want a doctor to do. And she spends a lot of time with me when I go in. Unlike my eye doctor, who seems like he's rush, you know, and he's just looking to turn them and burn them. I mean, no offense, but they are a lot like that. It's all about making money. So anyway, she ordered this, and the imaging company called me yesterday at the RV show. And I said, yeah, can I come in tomorrow? And they go, sure. She said, I have a 10:30 or whatever open, 10:40 or something. I said, I'll be there. And she wants me there a little bit earlier, so I'm showing up a little bit earlier. I fill out some paperwork. Bring your, I got it, your ID, your disadvantage card. I got it. And we'll do it. Now, a friend of mine was telling me, this is kind of a joke. Here's to you, by the way. Got to have one every now and then. Said, when they take the x-ray and they're done, and they say to you, okay, you're good to go. We'll send everything over to your doctor. Thanks for coming in. If they look at you, if they don't look at you in the eye, it's bad. And if they look at you in the eye and say it kind of cheery, then, you know, because they know if they see something, but they will not tell you anything, of course, right? That's not the way it rolls. So, you know, today's Friday. I mean, by the time this gets done and my doctor gets it, I'm sure it's digital or whatever, you know, I'm not going to hear from them till Monday. So now I've got to wait. And I want to be seen too because of this swallowing, and we'll go over that too. Now, here's the good news about my health. I've got a blood pressure cuff with the with the electronic machine. Low. What was it today? I don't know. 121/67 or something like that. Good blood pressure. I gotta turn here. And on my diet, this carnivore thing and all, I have not eaten bread, you know, and sugars, you know, like cakes and pies, well, for my birthday. I haven't had bread in like over 2 months. I will continue to do a good job. The next thing I need to do, because I'm not strictly carnivore, I'm having salads. I made a baked, did I make a baked potato? Did I have a baked potato? What did I do? Oh, yeah, I had some carrots and potatoes in a stew with some beef, you know, in the gravy. I'm sure it had flour in it. But I mean, man, I mean, it's cold and it's a good hearty meal and it's nutrition. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. And I don't want to make anybody mad at me that's devoted a lot of information, YouTube videos, and I'm watching them and I'm still interested. And I could kick it up a notch and go back to that. But what I'm going to do is, I think that even though I've been told I can eat all I want of certain things that are protein, I need to cut back the quantity of food. Now, you guys see how much I cook on the griddle. I don't always eat all that, but I feel like, well, I'll just cook it all. And I do know that, like bacon and things, you can eat all of you want. Maybe there's not a lot of calories, but maybe there are calories. Or, you know, the cholesterol thing. And I know that the cholesterol is not bad, and what the doctors say is wrong. All this information. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut back on the portion. And I'm going to continue to do as good of a carnivore and a low carb, but having some vegetables. I'm not going to eat fruits that are high in sugar. I'm not going to, no. And I'm going to keep doing it because I want to lose. Now I feel like between going to the gym and putting on some muscle weight, I do feel like the quantity of food I've been eating that I've gotten bigger, that I've put on a little weight. I haven't weighed myself. I don't know, but anyway, I want to lose about 10. Also, what was I going to say? Changing the subject, because I'm almost where I'm at. It's getting hot in here. This truck, after seeing 8 and 9 miles per gallon for a month, crossing the country and all of that, towing, it has been, a bummer to, get crappy gas mileage. So it's nice when I drove to the, I'm trying to talk and drive at the same time, sorry. It's nice to see a high gas mileage, and I can't believe I'm bragging on 17 miles per gallon, but I'm getting 17 on this truck on the highway going to Tampa. And I have to tell you, folks, this truck cruises at 80 like it's nothing, and it's smooth. It's like not any out of balance with the tires, and it goes down the road like straight, like on rails. This is a very, very good driving vehicle. And on a smooth road, you don't bounce much either. But when you are in like some surface roads with potholes or railroad tracks, yeah, it's a Super Duty. It's got a tight suspension. It'll rock your world. But otherwise, I wouldn't be afraid to take a trip with this. 17 miles per gallon. I mean, nothing to write home about. It's a heck of a lot better than 9, And then, finally, I want to say the show yesterday. Folks, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I searched hard and long. And while I enjoyed going in and out of a lot of those RVs, I saw more. I didn't really say it much on video. I saw more against it, whether it was price, floor plan, the way they were put together was, by and large, many of them poor. When I touched the walls in a bathroom, and then when I got over to the Rockwood and the Flagstaff, Flagstaff section, while they didn't have my model, even in the Rockwood, they make that exact camper I have, but it's called a Rockwood. They didn't have. They can't keep them. That floor plan, either between my videos and other YouTubers that have made that video, or people's just got plain common sense to see when they see it, this is it. There wasn't anything there yesterday that I would trade mine for. And when you got into those big, not the Pravos and stuff, I'd love to have that, but who could, come on, cost you $1 million a year to maintain it. But those big Super Cs, those Freightliners, and, all that cool stuff with the electric bed that goes up in the back and different things that I saw, even with all that, the price was ridiculous. It really was. When you think about the price point of what those Rockwoods were and the Flagstaffs were at 44 for those 25s, they were 43 to 46, somewhere in there, right? 44, 45, $45,000. Now they do have their gotcha fees. This is what people don't realize. They're all doing it now. They're all doing it. Every Auto Trader ad, every car dealer ad, every commercial and TV ad, and the RV shows. They're all a gimmick. And years ago, they started coming in the back door with dealer fee, documentary fee. The nomenclature, the language of that sounds legitimate, that they have to charge you that, or that's what everybody charges. You can't get away from that. That is nothing but a backdoor, rip you off, insult your intelligence deal. They don't charge to do paperwork, never have. The preparation of the vehicle, what do you think Destination charges for? What do you think they pay their lot boy, their detail shop for hourly to do for those cars? What do you think? That's a ripoff. And so you can get rid of that. But they wait till you're in the finance. They wait till you agree. All right, we got a deal. And then they hit you with it, and they're afraid. They think that you're going to be too embarrassed and too afraid to then say, I don't want it. Screw it. I'm walking out. They think they know through psychology that you're going to, or then they will buck it out, or then they will negotiate some of it off, or something, but they will still get you. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. When you talk a price on a car, an RV, or anything today, you ask them, what are your dealer fees? What are your documentary fees? What other fees do you have? And when you get a price in your mind you want to pay, you tell them, I don't care if you charge me $8,000 document fee or dealer fee. As long as the bottom line is this, you can back it up and show you're adding it in all day long. I don't give a rip. But what I got to pay is what I care about. And so do your due diligence. Find out what the actual real price is. And these prices they got on these things, on these retail sticker prices, where's the window sticker? Every dealer says the retail is a different number. If, like my Honda Accord, it had a $40,440 MSRP. Every Honda in America, except California, where they have California emissions, which are a different thing, the only state in America. Otherwise, the factory Honda sticker price is $40,440. Period, the end. Now, they put those dealer prices on, I know that. But there's a label, a manufacturer suggested retail price that profit is built into. So anyway, nobody knows what retail is, so they just arbitrarily just pick a number, and they put these prices. Now, the prices are attractive at the shows. They want to sell. They're not trying to run you away, trying to get you in. But those prices are not great prices either. So that $45,000 Rockwood, in my opinion, can be bought for $40,000 all day, in my opinion. And no additional dealer fees. That's what I think. So, and the 24 is the same thing. But they did not have anything at that show. And those ones that were 79, 89, 149, these numbers. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a Class A and you're looking to spend $300,000, you're already prepared to see a big number. And so $100,000 Class B, $140,000 Class B seems reasonable to you because you're already thinking you've got the pay grade, you've got the money. But when you're looking for a towable, a camper, and you're looking for something under 30 feet, you're looking for something what I got. Folks, you need to be looking at somewhere right around $30,000 to $35,000 for what I have. No less, no more. That means mine and a new 25. Because that's what, mine's not worth less than that. Mine is in such demand. It's such the best floor plan of any. And here's what I was going to say. I'm sorry to shift gears. Every time I went to the Flagstaff and over to Rockwood, I talked to a couple of reps over there. The first thing out of their mouths, and if this is true, if there's anything true comes out of a car salesman or an RV salesman's mouth, is the quality. They know they've been trained, and it is a fact. If there is any quality in any of these campers, RVs, those do excel in the higher level. Aluminum's framing, 6-sided, Asdel finish, frameless windows, extra things that you pay extra for in other ones. The good axles, the good tires, the real wood cabinetry, what are they called? Tongue and groove, and all of this stuff. And now I've dragged mine, although my sliding door, because it came out of the thing, from the I-40, had nothing to do with the camper. All I do is wedge something under there now. I never had a problem with it. That's it. And I had a little water leak. I guess when they put the faucet in, the seal just hadn't quite sealed yet. Something about the pressure of the water going in my camper now after all this time has sealed up whatever it was, and it's dry. I never had to fix anything. And everything else works. Everything perfectly. and it's got the best floor plan. And if I ever go to sell that thing, I could sell that thing for way cheap and not get hurt because of the money I've gotten back from not paying rent somewhere and living in it. And that day's coming soon where I'm not going to die living in an RV. I'm not going to drive this truck forever. I'm going to be back in a sticks and bricks sooner than later. Later than sooner, let's say that. But that is my thinking now. I'm looking at my future. Or I will retain it if I can keep it stored somewhere very cheap. I got to go. And use it to travel so I can still enjoy this lifestyle. Like most people that own them. They buy them, but they have a house. They don't buy them and live in them. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Millions do. And that's probably what a lot of people are doing now. Oh, let me finish this before I go. No exaggeration. No exaggeration. It took me 45 minutes to get out of that parking lot. When I got there, about 30 to 45 minutes after the show started on day 2, there was plenty of green grass that you could see as they were parking us in like Disney World. Guys out there with the red wands and another guy, and you followed each guy and they put you, they parked you, right? Because they wanted everything. They knew people were coming. When I left, the people that were trying to leave, the big exodus, coming out of each one of those lanes, trying to get in, it took forever. And for as far as you could see, all the way around that fairgrounds area, which is huge, a sea of cars, of people. I mean, there had to be, 50,000 people. And why? Are they all looking to buy one? Are they there just to looky-loo because it's something cool to do, to look at these things? Or are these people actually, growing in numbers, wanting to buy these RVs to live in, to enjoy, money they've made in the stock market? I don't know. But I never seen, it was like they were giving them away. So many people. I can't imagine what this weekend will look like. I really can't. The most beautiful parking lot of trucks you ever seen in your life. All these Super Duty trucks that are able to pull fifth wheels and campers, and then the regular cars, people might want to buy a Class A or, a Class C or the B, they're not going to tow anything. But so many people are interested in these RVs. That tells me that if I ever wanted to sell the one I got, and I saw a lot of them there that were sell-proof. That means they can't sell them. They're sell-proof. I walked in some of them like, at this price point versus buying a Rockwood or a Flagstaff or at any price, they're just junks. And then the ones that were overpriced and those Bs, the only ones we saw other than a few Dodges were the Mercedes. They're really kind of phasing them out or something. Maybe they're the people who don't want them anymore. I don't know. But anyway, there's a butt for every seat, we used to say in the car business. We used to actually say there's an ass for every seat. So somebody will buy those sale-proof ones if they make the deal right. Anyway, I got to get in here and get my chest x-rayed. Wish me the best. I'll make some more videos for you later. We'll talk some more. I know you guys want to see a fireside chat. Last night I was wore out from the thing and the other thing and, this cough and all that. But we'll get back to you. I promise you. Crush it.